Welcome back to GeoWatch Weekly, the podcast that breaks down global tech supply chain trends you can't afford to miss. I'm Charlene Chen. If you find our insights useful, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for full industry intelligence, become a Digitimes member at digitimes.com. Today, we're not just talking geopolitics, we're talking business. Defense, innovation, and international partnerships are becoming central to supply chain strategies, and the Indo-Pacific is where it's all converging. At the recent Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth laid out the Department of Defense's Indo-Pacific Vision, one that directly addresses China's rising military posture and places economic and industrial cooperation front and center. Hegseth emphasized peace through strength, a doctrine built not only on deterrence and readiness, but also on rebuilding the defense industrial bases of both the U.S. and its allies. This strategy isn't just about military exercises, it's about investment, co-development, and ensuring that technology flows between trusted partners. For Taiwan's tech ecosystem, this creates both a challenge and a window of opportunity. Take Taiwan's National Chengsheng Institute of Science and Technology, which recently hosted its first public trials of domestically developed unmanned surface vessels. Among the 13 participants were 5 U.S. companies, despite the obvious geopolitical risks. These unmanned boats are part of Taiwan's push into asymmetric warfare, a field where smaller, nimbler tech players can compete with state-sponsored giants. The National Chengsheng Institute of Science and Technology even signed a memorandum with US-based Altarian to integrate AI-enabled drone swarm systems into Taiwan's indigenous platforms. The defense sector is clearly opening up new commercial corridors. Taiwanese firms like Thunder Tiger and Longton Shipbuilding showed off stealth coatings, AI systems, and multi-channel communication platforms, though some technical glitches served as a reminder this is a high-stakes innovation race, not a finished product showcase. And the collaboration is deepening. Former U.S. Army Secretary Christine Wormuth recently led a U.S. delegation to Taiwan's Defense Industry Forum. Her message? The clock is ticking. She called for more agile R&D processes, where the military defines problems and lets industry build the solutions. Her insights are clear. If Taiwan can accelerate development cycles in areas like drones and unmanned vehicles, drawing from wartime innovation lessons in Ukraine, it could position itself as a core partner in Indo-Pacific defense manufacturing. In fact, Red Cat Holdings' Asia-Pacific director pointed out that Ukraine's battlefield tech cycles now reset every 3 weeks. That pace of change requires supply chains that are autonomous, trusted, and ready to adapt, which is exactly what Taiwan aims to become. One concrete opportunity? The U.S. Department of Defense's Blue UAS initiative. It aims to purge Chinese components from military-grade drones. Taiwanese companies are eager to qualify for this friendly supplier list. Their cybersecurity standards are already stricter than those in the U.S., inspecting everything down to source code and import tag receipts. If Taiwan can align its certification with U.S. standards, its manufacturers could slot directly into U.S. and NATO-aligned procurement without lengthy recertification, a huge commercial win. Taiwan isn't just looking west. A Ukrainian industrial delegation has arrived in Taipei this week. Their goal? Share battlefield-tested drone manufacturing experience. In just over a year, Ukraine's FPV drone ecosystem exploded from 30 to nearly 200 companies, many producing low-cost, high-impact combat drones. For Taiwan's relatively peacetime-bound defense industry, these practical insights could translate into better product development and more credible export opportunities. In summary, the Indo-Pacific's evolving security landscape is not just reshaping military doctrines, it's reshaping tech roadmaps and investment strategies. For companies embedded in the defense and advanced manufacturing space, aligning with trusted global standards and building joint innovation platforms is becoming mission-critical. As Hegseth put it, our time is now. That message applies not only to generals, but to business leaders, investors, and innovators across the Indo-Pacific. Subscribe to GeoWatch Weekly on YouTube and become a Digitimes member for exclusive supply-side intelligence you won't find anywhere else. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week on GeoWatch.